It's good to have everybody here. I mean, we got a big show planned for the day, but what we really have is the cookie lady of Maui. Maui cookie lady. And that's the most important part. All right. And let's just start by introducing each other. Bill, that's Joe. Joe, that's Sonny.
How you doing?
Sonny, that's Kimo. Trish, that's Chino. Over there. Maybe I'll do it right. All right, here he is, Bill Bass.
Hey, it's me.
All right. And Joe Abella.
It's him.
All right.
Hey, Joe.
We love Joe. Best looking guy in the tub, I must say, and the best smile on Maui.
Right.
And one of the funny guys who exists here on Maui, there's only two, and it's Sonny Dennis.
Yeah, Sonny Dennis.
You know, I watched that show you guys did. The comedians having coffee. What a terrible show.
Thank you.
I mean, I looked at Michael and I said, this is the worst thing anybody's ever produced.
Really? But remember, produced.
Yes.
Not started.
Okay. We were just there.
Let me tell you what.
Okay.
You two were the best, though.
Yeah,
Of all the bad talent there, you were the best. All right? So there we go. And so after Sonny, right over here, get a good shot of him there if you would, Marty. This is Kimo Nevius.
Yay!
Oh.
You know, today we're recording, and Kimo's telling me about one of his friends, and he said he's a magician here on the island. He meant to say magician, but musician. Darn it,
That's right. No one can do it anymore.
I can't do it.
We'll edit that out.
Just for the record, I am a musician.
Yes.
Yes, and we're doing his CD now. It's fabulous. We'll get to you in a second. Over here to taking off her shirt, it looks like. We've got Trish.
It's hot in this
It's really hot.
It's very hot. Very, very hot.
All right. And, of course, next to her, the one and only guy getting ready to go on tour. Yeah. We got Chino LaForge.
All right, and also a special effects bubble.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys,
Everywhere I go.
you know, this is a little different. You guys are you're already leaning into your microphones. You don't have to, but if you want to,
I
that's
have
fine.
bad posture. That's all this
Is that what it is?
Can we sit on the ground?
This couch was obviously stolen from a hotel.
Is this
Bad posture.
really
You
worried.
have bad
I want to
posture.
sit down. This is
You have bad posture and bad breath.
Okay.
So what condo did you take this furniture from? Yeah.
Actually, this was one of the first couches we had when we moved here. I mean, it was the very first thing we
Does
bought.
not surprise us. It looks like a first Maui couch.
It was very tiny.
We had a really tiny apartment before.
When they were first
It
married.
matches your chrysanthemum.
Oh, you guys are funny.
Is that a girl?
So I decided that I wanted to go to the more casual look, and we'll see how it turns out. But I mean, how bad can it
Very
be?
coffee talkish.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Coffee talk.
Well, you can see him, can't you? All
Yeah,
right.
that's good.
So anyway,
Chino and Johnny can't play footsie.
That's the
Sonny
whole.
can't play footsie with Chino.
I
They have a bet.
Michael and I could.
You
It's
still-
an arm wrestle.
Doesn't make it worth the drive up here.
all right.
More about the
It's
foot
okay,
action.
Sonny. We'll touch.
All right, want to thank Carl Rosiski, who's our executive producer. Thank you, Carl.
He's an executive.
A nice close-up. Yes. And of course, on camera too, it's Marty Anderson.
Most excellent Marty.
And the co-producer of the show, Michael Jones. Get a close-up of her. She's very jealous
Get
of
a
the
very
camera.
big close-up.
Very big close-up. Right. Just a
One
little
shot.
bit of business. I don't know if you know, I've changed the name of our website to MauiTVNradio.com because nobody could remember Maui
Is it
Live
and?
Show. They just couldn't remember it.
Is it and the word or like an and?
It's an and the word.
And the word.
And the word. Okay, so it's Maui TV and radio.
Go right there, babe.
Thus, yeah.
Got it.
Go there. Well, you could go to Maui Live Show, but nobody remembers that, okay? And want to remind you, Hotel Balderdash, the Tub is on there. Tub Radio is, and I changed the name of our radio station to Tub Radio, by the way. And it's a blues station with hot talk. So you're still on it. You know, you're still. It's lovely.
What station with Hot Talk?
What is?
A what? It's a
Our
what?
station, Tub Radio, is a blues station.
Blues.
We've got the blues music. But,
Blues.
And Hot
but
Talk.
on the weekend, we do hot talk.
I
Okay.
thought it was blue, like
What is
sort
Hot
of like
Talk?
off
To
color.
go like.
It could be. It's on the internet. We can do anything we want. All right.
Excellent.
And anyway, Trish, why don't you introduce our guest?
This
for
is Mitzi Toro. Not only is she a wonderful small business owner, self-made, creative. She's also an educator and just a really all-around awesome person. But she is the woman behind Maui Cookie Lady.
The Maui.
She is the Maui.
Cookie
Yeah.
Lady. This is her.
Yeah.
This is empire.
The first time we met.
Empire of dough.
You remember the first time we met? Michael and I met you. Do you remember it? No, you don't. Of course you don't. I can barely remember myself.
I can remember my keys
we were
are.
at First Friday. It was the first Friday they had, and you had a little cart there right in the middle of the street.
That's how we got started. Yeah.
Yeah. And who's ever doing your touch-up on your website? Would you? I need to look better. Doesn't she look like a model on there? I mean, I follow you, of course, on web.
She looks like a model
on the
right
web.
now.
Yeah, right?
Really, Larry?
What are you talking about?
Whatever, mermaid. Do your thing, mermaid.
That's a major photo shoot.
All right. You broke the first rule. We never make fun of Larry. All right.
It's too easy.
Too easy.
Too easy.
Who said that?
You said it at the same time.
Okay. And anyway, wanted to remind everybody we got all that on there. Plus, we have all kinds of other shows on there. Just go there. You'll love Tub Radio, by the way. I mean, you really will. And. You really will. All right. So, and I think that's enough of the business. I just wanted to, Carl and I, this week, was it this week? No, it was Saturday, right? We went to, where did we go to? Kauai. We went to Kauai, and we were filming a commercial for Habitat for Humanity. All right, so we're doing this commercial.
Good for you.
And it's turned out really nice. The commercial is, and they thought we were like heroes. I mean, did they not? We walked in there and they go, "Oh, the gods have arrived," you know.
Oh yes, they said
And
that.
so we didn't.
That's not racist.
Pretty much.
That's not even a little like.
It's kind of.
I have an entire song about this.
Yes, please.
Which is
Anyway.
also a little racist.
It sounds like a Tenacious D song.
When we got there and we filmed it, they did think we were geniuses. They were like, "Oh, you guys really know your stuff," you know. Well, yeah,
Really impressed.
We've done over 10,000 commercials, so it was quite easy for us. But after we were done, we went back to the airport, and this is one of those self-serving stories that I have to tell.
Oh, okay.
What a surprise.
I don't know why I find you funny. Okay, so I go up and Carl's in front of me. He goes through the TSA. You know how you have to go up and they look at you, look at your licenses, and no, we don't have to take off your shoes anymore. Nobody does.
And you keep your clothes on?
Oh, yeah, I did. I don't know.
Yeah, they have a machine that can
Okay, so
see through that.
listen to this because this is worth your time.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I get up to the TSA lady. Carl's already gone through, and I hand her my license, for my identification. She looks at it. She looks up at me. She looks down. She looks up at me. She does this like 2 or 3 times. She goes, "This isn't you." I said, "No, that is me. That's me." She goes, "This isn't you." And I said, "Well, it is." She says, "But you were so fat."
Oh, that's nice.
And I said, "Well, I lost some weight." She looks down, looks at me. "You were really fat, And I said, "Yeah, you're right." And then she says, "You go home to your wife and tell her that you're one sexy dude."
Wow.
You're like, I do every day.
See, if
I do in the mirror.
If someone said that to me, I'd have been like, "Well, you work at the TSA, so nobody's perfect."
We know what TSA stands for, talking and standing around.
Yeah, that's pretty well it. All right, so anyway, I just wanted you guys, I'm one sexy dude. I come home to Michael, I said, "Michael, I'm one sexy dude." And the TSA lady said to say, I couldn't even wait to get home, did I? I called her from the airport and I said, "You're not going to believe this story." But anyway, we go with that.
Believe it. And in fact, he gave Carl a lot of money to say, "Yeah,
Did that happen to the?
that's how it happened." Yeah.
I give all
No
people
one
a
else
lot
was
of
in the
money.
room. That's all I'm saying.
I think it
right.
happened to the guy in
Riptide,
front of
I
him,
would
and then he was like, "Oh, I wish that happened to me." It can happen to me.
Last
It's not actually to me.
Last time I told you that I was a guest lecturer at the college. I don't know if you remember that. In Sarah's class.
Sarah Rubenthal's.
Rubenthal's class, right. And the whole class, I just wanted you to see this, sent me a thank you card. very cool with really nice things to say about me, which I deserved, by the way. Yeah. I think they really signed it. But anyway, I want to thank them for that.
You know what a fun fact about those cards is? They don't let you put something mean on there if you want to. I learned that in a class one time.
Okay, you can be quiet now. He does.
Unless it's a substitute.
Okay. Then you say what you want. Right?
I'm glad you broke your.
I'm just telling you, and I knocked it out of the park. They thought I was wonderful. And one other thing that happened is here you can see a CD that I have here. It's Road Trip. Now, have you ever heard of Judy's Girls? They're dancers.
Judy's Gang.
A gang. Judy's Gang. Not girls, but a gang.
That's a different
Oh,
word.
gang of Jews.
I'll say so. I go. They call me up.
Where's my money?
Yeah. Kathy Collins calls me up and she says, "Hey."
He slap you.
Kathy Collins calls me up
Excuse me.
and says, "Hey, listen, something really special for you, really, really special. We are one of the groups that is dancing, are the really good kids group. We've seen them before. They've been on Balderdash before. Anyway, they're going to do a dance at the recital." And I said, "Wow!" And they're going to do it to the Hotel Balderdash theme. And I'm going, "Wow, this is fantastic." So McCartney, Randy Lavoie, myself, Pete, Michael, we all go, to see him dance to our song. We look at the program, which you can look at right now, and on the program, it's the next to last song in a 3-hour recital.
That's good, though. He got you there.
No.
3 hours of tap dancing.
McCartney and I, we look at the program. I look over at Lavoie. We look at each other, and we all get up at the same time, and we walk out. So we go out to go see my portrait. By the way, do you see my portrait up here?
Yes, it's fabulous.
Yeah.
We might have to have an intervention for Larry.
I like that one better.
Can I just say that this is...
I think
really?
the portrait saw me first.
Your head on a stick looks
The other
better.
one's kind of creepy.
Okay. I love to listen to you guys. You're so funny. Okay, so anyway, we get up. We go out. We look at my picture. We come back, and sure enough, they've gone through like 2 songs, and we're like, yeah, we can't do this. So I go over to Eric. Where is Eric tonight? He was supposed to be here. I go over to Eric.
Where is Eric?
I give him $40, and I said, here's what you have to do. First of all, buy the tape at the end, and the other thing is, if they say, hey, we want to honor all the Balderdash guys for being here, blah blah blah, all you have to do is stand up and wave and say thank you very much, because he works at the Mac, right? So I'm really happy. We all leave. It was great. As we get back. But I do tell them now. I've not told this story this way before because Michael reminded me I did that. We get back and I say to Eric as we're leaving, I said, if you can't buy a tape, you can keep the money. Now, did I not say that? When I told this story to Bill, I told you he just robbed me of $40.
Yeah,
if you remember,
yeah.
But no, I did say that. Michael reminded me, and so I felt kind of great, because I didn't have to be there for 3 hours. They're dancing at the Hotel Balderdash, which is on here that Carl's going to put in the Hotel Balderdash show, and we got honored, and we were like somebody, but we got to leave like about the first 10 minutes of the recital. Pretty cool, huh? Now I've not told that story before because Kathy then calls me up, Collins, and says, "Hey, we got a free tape for you." I said, "Really?" So Eric got $40, and I got the tape. So it turned out really well. But I want to thank Judy's
Eric keep the money.
Judy's gang. What's that?
Eric kept the money.
Oh yeah, I told him he could. Yeah, I asked him about it. I said,
You
"Eric."
gotta be at the right place at the right time.
I asked him where.
I thought Eric was nonprofit.
I asked him, "Hey, Eric, whatever happened to my $40?" He said, "I spent it. You told me I could." Okay, then that's the way that
Get a
worked.
few martinis.
All right, so we're going to have a little bit of fun. First of all, I want to don't go anywhere, okay?
I introduced. I gave her a big hurrah, and then you went off.
Yeah.
It's okay. I love you.
It was very entertaining.
Self-serving.
Shut up.
So,
Ringo. Come on.
Let's do
we have some things that we're gonna try on the show, but first I want to talk to our guest. Now, Mitzi Toro, where in the world did the idea to make these cookies come up from? What you didn't have anything to do or what?
Well, actually,
Get right up to the microphone, dear.
Okay, so
Call her dear.
that's
Wow.
okay.
Sound about
It was actually a hobby, and my dad passed away 2 years ago, and so I am a school teacher, and I've never had any baking classes. I don't have any business background, but the one thing I love is cookies, and to kind of celebrate him and thank the nurses that helped him in the ICU that week, I decided to make cookies. Yeah, I was like, the only thing I really know how to do, so I made cookies. It was pretty ghetto. It was just like 2 plates with 2 flavors, and it was like on a first Friday on a table, and people were buying them. I didn't know if they would, and so all the proceeds went to the nurses, and we just committed to one night, the Wailuku First Friday, for 4 months, and then that was going to be it. Whatever we raised, we raised quite a bit. It was
By the way,
really
did I mention I was there when you were doing that?
No, I didn't. Oh.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Is that when we first met?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember you were the grassroots. Yeah. So, and then on the 4th month, we had a regular that had come every month, and I named a cookie after her. Her name was Sarah Biggs. I'm like a huge Biggs fan, but she asked me. She said, "Hey, are you going to come back?" And I said, "Well, I guess if you're going to come back and buy it, I guess I will come back then." And so
really, was that casual? It was just
pretty casual.
You fell into it.
I just fell into it. Yeah, just like once a month, and that was 2 years ago. So it's been
now this is
crazy.
a real business now, though, big business, right?
You
have fans on the mainland too, right?
Well, around the world. Yeah, we've been shipping
around the world.
It's been exciting. Yeah, we shipped. We shipped our first box to Saudi, which is cool, and he shipped a box back with like these really cool Arabian chocolates, and then we did a few boxes to Dubai, and actually that got critiqued on a Dubai food forum, which is really cool.
They need cookies in Dubai?
They do. They need my cookies.
They got to import everything.
Maui.
Yeah.
I don't know what they eat there.
Yeah, well, I have
cookies.
Yeah, right. Well,
now.
Yeah, so it's been exciting. We just had our first German customer from Berlin, and she just posted, I think, yesterday her picture. So it's been fun and on the mainland. And
but you are the most prolific social media person I've ever, and I thought Trish was absolutely obnoxious, but you go way past that. I mean, you're on there for like 30 posts a day, aren't you?
Well, really not that much. I just kind of post and get off.
It's about that much.
There's a lot going on, and you guys know what's going on because of us. So I do.
Well, I'm on different media, so I'll do one and then I sweep through the different medias. I just do copy and paste. It's really not that much.
Yeah. Well, just let me say this. You have now how many different kinds? 30 different kinds of cookies, is that right?
Over 60.
Over 60 now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's changing daily.
So you should make a cookbook.
Okay, so down here you brought some cookies. So one of the two guys get a
those aren't cookies in the middle.
Those are love.
Those are monstrous.
What are they? What are they called?
Fair game now,
those are the Baconators. I only make them once a month.
Bacon.
Yeah, right.
Those are the bacon ones.
Those are the Baconators.
That's your favorite.
Wait, did you just say you only make them once a month?
I only make them once a month, so tonight's a special occasion.
Wow.
Okay. You've got to let that stay right.
Those suckers are a lot of work. Let me tell you.
First thing through my mind too. All right. So anyway, you guys can eat. You guys can eat. Go for it. All right. You can spill on the floor. We don't care. But now, what caused the inspiration for a bacon cookie?
Bacon's awesome.
Yeah, right. Bacon's great. And then I know there's the bacon donut craze.
We're passing around milk.
Yeah. But I wanted my bacon to be different, so I wanted to marinate it in a lot of liquor. Because it makes it taste better.
Oh, liquor. Bacon and liquor.
This is a special batch.
You see why we
Yeah, I do a lot of cocktail cookies, so it makes it taste better. But yeah,
So what's the best seller?
What's that?
What's your best seller?
Well, at Costco, and we'll be at Costco tomorrow. Shameless plug.
I like shameless plugs. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. So
that's
like
April
12
1st.
hours.
And you just stand at one of those little places at the end of the aisle and go.
Yes, roadshow. Here, try a cookie.
That's got to be terrible. I've always felt really bad for those guys that have to stand there and do that. Now you're doing it. You know.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's fun because people don't know that that's my company. It's mostly tourists, so I get immediate feedback constantly.
So they take a bite and they go, "This is terrible."
Yeah, I've had that. So people in Maui are so nice and they're so supportive, and like everybody's like, "Oh, everybody's the aloha spirit," but not, when you get these tourists, you have like a plane lands, you got 300 people coming through, and they're honest.
Well then, but you have a Maui accent. Are you from here?
A Maui accent?
No, you don't.
No. No,
Where are
I'm
you
from El Segundo, California.
Oh, really?
I'm from Torrance.
Where is El Segundo?
El Camino College, my first dropout experience of many.
Where is El Segundo?
El Segundo is a tiny little town that's
Segundo.
South Bay, right next to LAX Airport. Got the Hyperion, so we have always a lovely fragrant odor in the air. And we have the airport on one side, and it's actually a cute little town.
Yeah.
Very safe.
Anybody
for me
ever
in
been
LA.
there? Have you performed there in El Segundo?
No.
No.
That's where he's from.
Now she's from El Segundo,
Yes.
but she pronounces it Segundo rather than Segundo. So
LL Cool J.
I just remember that in Little League we would always have to play them, and their
Yeah.
baseball field was right next to a sewage plant, and so we called them
Yeah.
we called them Smell Segundo.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's so true and very accurate.
sorry, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's a good story. I like
Windows
that.
is-
All right. So as you've done this business now you're
Yeah,
independently
this
wealthy
game.
now,
Can we
right?
eat these now?
You're almost independently wealthy.
I am
You're
wealthy
everywhere.
in love.
Wealthy in love.
And wealthy in friendships and connections.
I went
and
into
awesome
mailbox,
opportunities.
mailbox etc. or whatever they are down on the corner of Dairy and whatever, and we walk in to send some FedEx letters and stuff, and there are your cookies there too. I mean, you're like everywhere.
They're really cool. I love that place. Yeah.
Really? They like
Yeah.
you too, and I couldn't figure
It's
that
a mutual
out. Yeah.
admiration.
They
Yeah.
sell your cookies there?
They do.
You
They do.
you really like this woman,
I
right?
love her. I'm a
We
big,
love her. It's
big
awkward.
fan.
We are huge fans of each other.
We're fans of each other. We met at the
Love,
Maui
love, love.
Comedy Festival because
I got to see them meet each other too for the first time together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were already like Facebook in love with each other for
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when
Yeah.
they met, it was
Most
like,
people are in love with
There's
you.
like
on
famous
Facebook.
comedians all around, and
love
we're
the cookies.
screaming about each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like there's Ari Shafir and like
Yeah.
Tig Notaro, like oh,
And
these cookies
Chino,
are-
I would like to say
delicious.
thank you. I don't know if it was you, but one of the guys worked in my cookies into their act at the Maui Comedy Festival.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like,
Yeah.
and, Joey tried to catch it on the video, but we didn't. We
Oh,
didn't
that's
get there in
great.
time.
They're
That's all.
amazing.
Well, we're very, very proud of you.
thanks.
We want you to participate in the rest of the show, which may be your downfall. All right? So, really, not many people get famous from this show. I just want you to know. So, let's give her a hand right now.
Thank you.
Have you ever met the Keebler elves?
No, but Wally Amos is my friend.
Oh,
now.
really?
Nice.
Famous Amos.
You mean the
You know,
We've been
he lives here on the
texting,
his
and
cookies
he
were
called me.
never as good as after he sold the business.
He told me about it. He told me the whole story. He's like,
Yeah.
actually, we should have Wally on here the next time he's on Maui.
Oh man, he's
That would be fabulous.
What is
Terrific.
it about our show that everybody wants to on here wants to bring other people on? You know,
It's so awesome.
all not invited
running
by
out of
me
things
or
that we're
anything.
I am officially inviting famous Amos, Wally Amos, to come on the show.
You know, I would really like that.
Wally, I'm going to make sure you watch this.
I would really
I
like
love
that.
the name Wally.
Well,
And
let's,
David Klein.
let's move on. We may come back to you.
we get up on
The
this?
show gets
Cookie
too short.
now.
Yeah.
I said go ahead.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, don't be shy.
No, you didn't.
Okay, Joe. Joe, did I not say go ahead and eat them?
You did not.
Before we
Joe.
continue,
Simon Singh. I've just seen the ghost.
before we
Christmas
continue,
past.
this cookie feels like the same weight as like Mike Tyson's fist.
Yes, it's bigger than a Big
wow,
Mac.
this is an
We've
amazing-
waited.
Is it really?
Yeah,
You've experienced
7.75
his
ounces.
And
Wow.
Bigger
and,
than a Big
I
Mac.
take a picture.
Because it's the
and it
American
has
way.
this has what on it now?
Peanut butter on top?
Okay, it's
What-
complicated.
It is. Okay. What
The
is it?
cookie itself is dark amber maple syrup. It's got butter, toffee, and oats, and 2 types of cinnamon, cassia, and soft stick.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of sweet anise, mace, and cardamom.
Yeah.
And then there is, of course, really good Belgium chocolate in there. And then the topping is a creme brulee. It's a creme brulee buff. It's like a whipped cream
Oh my
topping.
golly.
The
Yeah.
bacon is marinated in butterscotch schnapps. It's
Yeah,
usually brandy, but for tonight's batch, I did the Paniolo whiskey, the brown sugar
Oh,
whiskey
very good.
from Highly Miley Distilling Company.
There you go.
So
Look at how she drops everybody's name here.
I
That's good, though.
love
Yeah.
supporting local companies. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So yep. And then we marinate it, and then we candy it brown sugar and 2 types of cinnamon.
The best part about this is finally I can get a word in edgewise. Look at their mouths are all full right now.
Isn't that why you have so much food?
Sorry, Larry,
At
I
these
forgot you were
things?
still here.
Where are we?
That's very good.
They're in heaven.
You're in heaven.
They're
Yeah.
in heaven.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, not real funny, Bill. Okay, so one of the things that we like to do is
Oh my God.
no, shamelessly self-promote. There we go. We got it right. Are you okay over there?
No.
Do you ever see her like that, Chino? I was wondering. That's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice look. All right, so
Compete with that.
yeah, you can't compete with that. All right, so Bill, let's start with you. Now, you next month.
Next month.
It's this month. This month. of
Well,
April.
tomorrow's the 1st of April.
Yeah, so don't tell them when we shoot the show. Your birthday we're going to celebrate at the end of this month, right?
Oh, yeah.
The 20. What is it? The 28th.
28th,
28th. All right.
You're only gonna be 28.
April 28th.
Oh, never mind.
None of the camera guys.
I waited so I could see how you're going to pull your foot out of your mouth, but that's okay. All right. Anyway, tell them about what this is celebrating.
Yeah, we got the birthday thing going on. It's my 70th birthday coming up on 28th of April.
Nice.
On a Tuesday night from 6 to 9 at the Historic Yale Theater. And these guys are going to be there.
Did you know that we're filming the tub that night, right?
We're doing the tub that night.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And Chino, you're going to do a roast, yeah?
I am.
You're going to lead the roast.
I'm
Roast master.
going to host the roast.
And then we're actually going to play a game show. Tell them about that.
Yeah, we've got Brenton Keith and his game show Fanatics.
Have you seen this on YouTube? Fantastic.
It's
Yeah, he's our
fantastic.
buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's your buddy. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic magician, but this is a whole different thing.
Yeah, we know him.
And Kathy Collins has signed on. She's going to do a
she's
whole
gonna
bit.
do that thing,
And
huh?
we've got some of Judy's gang.
They said yes
gals,
to that.
yeah.
My idea,
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
add. Okay.
And cake and ice cream, and it's going to be a hoot and a holler. A lot of
but
fun.
Bill, it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's 3 hours
whoa.
long, man.
But
Am I expected to be there for all 3 hours?
Yeah, you're the last
I
thing
was
that
planning on
happens.
treating that like the recital, like do the first 10 minutes and bail.
Give me $40 and mention your name. I'll stand up and go.
Maybe we'll videotape your part and play it.
But I have some bad news. I have some bad news because you guys are quote unquote some of my best friends. If I had to think of best friends, it would be you. But like Kimo said, we really don't want any friends. It's not smart to have friends. They use you. They abuse you. All right.
Can I just say I never said that? Can I just go on record?
No,
and
but
say,
he was telling me about
I
one of
said
your
I
friends.
have no friends.
That's what I
not the
said.
same thing.
That's what it was.
That sounds like something a Kimo would say.
All right. But Bill is not going to let me be on the game show with the Tub members. Not going to let me. And I would be the very best player there for the Tub. But he asked me, he said, what do you want to do? I said, well, I want to be with my Tub guys. That would be fun. And he said, no, you have to be with the musicians. It's the musicians against the Tub.
But
right?
does it count that you're not that good?
No. All right.
Yeah, so the musicians against the Tub, and then there's
Right.
going to be two other groups that'll come up and compete against
But not
each
near as
other.
good as we are.
Is it like trivia?
It's
the game?
some of it is about me, and surprise, and then there are general questions that people will be. You've seen the Family Feud.
It's just like the Family Feud, yeah.
Similar thing, yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now,
Brendan's got an amazing setup for it too. He really goes all out with it.
Oh no, it's a great
amazing-
set.
it's
I mean, it's a
amazing
big
production,
set.
yeah.
So I went on YouTube and watched it, and I went, "Wow,
Yeah.
this is something." Something I forgot. And Bill, I don't mean to interrupt you, except I really mean to interrupt you.
That's all right. I'm used to it.
Yeah, you should be. Since we met last, Randy Lavoie and myself had the privilege of going to open mic comedy.
Oh, that was great. Bravo, sir. Let me just say that right now.
Well, you were the only one that said that, but that's okay. I have never in my life, and I know I feel usually fit right in. We sat there at the table. Randy and I looked at each other. We can't do this. We can't do this because we're not going to be funny. Our act was just telling a couple of stories and stuff. And so remember when I tried to get up on stage? That stage is like 3 foot high. I don't know.
No, it's
They
not.
had to drag me onto
It's
that.
only like
not.
Well, then how high is it?
It's like a foot.
doesn't add up.
No, it is not.
It's probably like a foot and a half.
It was up to my
like,
thigh.
Okay, it's like a regular person's
Okay, I'm a
foot.
short guy, but it was up to my thigh. All right.
It's not a tier
It was up to a
He doesn't have a 3 foot thigh.
You know what, Larry? Since then, I've invested in one of those
step stools.
those stairs that they use for pugs that can't get on beds.
Good. Good.
So it's nice.
Well, let me just say this. As we walk out, and I didn't think we did that bad a job, even though at 10 minutes, Chino's going, I'm thinking, really, I'm your friend, and you're going, cut me off.
It was over 10 minutes. That was the thing.
No, it wasn't, because we have it timed. Michael,
Yeah, take that.
it was 9 minutes and 43 seconds.
Oh, there you go.
Larry, everyone
It
else is
seemed like
5
15 minutes, but it
Well,
was.
there was 2 of us. There was 2 of us.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so Sonny comes up right afterwards, and says, "Man, that was so funny." And I thought to myself, "Well, no, it wasn't. It really wasn't." We told some stories, and we thought we were funny. Here's the funny part: we thought when we told the one about him touching the boob of the girl when he was dating, we said, "Man, this is too edgy. These people are going to go, wow,
too edgy."
Yeah, really.
Have you been to
We thought, "Oh my God, they're just going to say, oh, you guys are dirty old men," you know. We didn't come close to edgy. Not even close to edgy.
You guys are adorable.
You know, that's just what I didn't want to hear.
Really cute. You had matching shirts. I mean,
Cute older people.
It was like when you get your uncles drunk and they start saying something racist. And you're like,
Yeah, you're the man. So I want to thank you for allowing us to do it. And as we're leaving,
wasn't there like fisticuffs at the end
as we're
of that
leaving,
show?
Sonny goes, "Hey, you need to
That
come
was a
back next week."
different
And what did I say?
No, it was the same
I
night.
said, "Never again."
Never again.
Actually,
Never.
as a matter of fact, I think you started whipping up the crowd into a frenzy because later on that night, somebody got.
Oh, I saw that on Facebook.
Somebody got kicked off the
chest.
stage.
Yeah.
A drunk guy tried to get on stage and didn't hear no, and he felt no.
Yeah.
He felt down, go boom.
I'm sure it was our act that got him that way, or the liquor. I'm not sure.
He probably was like, I should get drunk.
Anybody could do this.
But it really was fun. Really fun. Something I've done and will never do again.
Oh, come
Well, Larry, I heard that.
I think you should ditch the side weight next time and just view.
Yeah, just do
just
yourself. Go up and talk.
Sorry,
story.
Randy.
You're fine.
Yeah, no offense, Randy.
And just add a lot of
Sorry,
profanity,
He
Larry.
doesn't watch the show.
Lots of profanity. That's what goes
Well, you know,
over.
if I'm good at anything, it's profanity. I have to hold back. But Chino, he didn't hold back. I'll tell you.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas. Every other word was
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, well, even Jiminy Christmas.
Please,
is holding
my
back.
ears.
I feel like
Jiminy
my
Christmas.
my grandpa's talking about my music. There's so many F words.
All right.
Well, he got your goat.
All right. Well, my goat. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, thank you guys
Thank
again
you, Larry.
for
You're
doing
awesome.
that.
We love you.
All right. So, Bill, do you have anything else to self-promote? Please don't.
On exhibit.
On Exhibit with Bill Best, great show, TV
we've been,
show. Another
doing-
one of our shows.
So the current show is still the Schaefer Portrait Challenge, but the
Right.
next one will be the Art of Trash and the Trash Fashion Show.
Did you know that my picture was in the Schaefer thing?
Oh, really? That's you?
All right, moving along.
You lost so much weight since then. You look so fat.
Wait a
back
minute.
then.
That's a big
You go
fat-
tell your wife how hot you look right now.
One sexy guy. Okay, and listen to you on the radio. I actually listen to you.
Do you really? Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Mana'ohanaho, 10 to 2 midday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're way too professional for that station. I just
Well,
want
I
you to
And it
believe
is
so, too.
I would just say this without any sorry. It is a great show.
His show? It's,
I love
it's
listening
marvelous.
to your show.
Really? He
Yeah,
does.
especially
Well,
when
that
you're
means a
on.
lot coming from a fine musician.
Well, thank you.
Magician.
He is a fine musician.
No, it is.
Bill, seriously,
Exactly.
you're too good for
Hi,
that.
Michael
Studio.
McCartney. Get him in here.
No, he doesn't want to be. He
But
wants
anyway,
to
I
eat.
enjoy
He came
it
here to
every time.
eat.
I love the themes. I love.
Yeah.
No.
I'm glad that somebody is picking
Your
up on
one
that.
listener really enjoys.
You know
the
what
show.
I'm sick of?
There's a depth to it.
I'm sick of listening to Bill. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go with
Me
JoJo.
too.
Yeah, me too. So is everyone. All right, so
Eat some
JoJo
bacon.
Abella, what are you going to shamelessly promote?
Well, first, I want to say it's been a lifelong dream for me to have chocolate and bacon. At the
Oh,
same
yeah.
time.
Heck yeah.
I've never had this before, so it's
Bucket
awesome.
list.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But,
Lifelong dream.
April 25th, I'm gonna say it again.
I love it.
If you guys aren't doing anything, come down to Haiku School. They're having the.
But you don't say if you're not doing anything. Come on.
Well, now they're gonna do something.
Do something.
Yes.
What's there to do?
So come down to the 22nd annual Haiku School Ho'olaulea Flower Festival. Again in
that's
Haiku.
The
Yeah.
best.
Starts
is
at
good.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
9 a.m. A lot of food, games.
Are you doing
entertainment.
the miniature golf thing again? this year?
No golf this year, unfortunately.
No golf.
But
Oh.
there's be mini games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of food.
But we're
For
still
the kids.
But we're still setting up the tent with you, right?
In spirit.
Yeah.
I think you guys.
No, Susie.
Oh, you guys can be there now.
Your mom
You
came.
know-
Your mom came by and
Oh,
said, "Hey,
okay.
we need your help because JoJo."
You know
will
what
freak out
would
on
really
us."
go over well in the Ho'olaulea would be mud wrestling.
Mud wrestling.
They had that
Because
at
it
the
always rains.
go to that.
they had that at the fair.
School?
Remember when they had that at the fair
They had mud
years ago? They had mud
Nothing
wrestling.
brings
Bill,
communities together.
I don't know if you remember this. I said, "Don't talk."
What's
right
that
now.
bell for?
You know, Sabrina Barron, you know the singer-songwriter Sabrina Barron, who's Sabrina Farrell.
She
moved to
wrestles?
Big Island, but she'll be back and performing.
I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, with the band, with her new band.
Cool.
So check it out.
April 25th.
All
Starts
right.
at 9 a.m.
Anyway, I'll
She's
be
a
there.
haiku girl,
I'm going to be
so.
there all day helping you and Susie.
Oh, I'll help you.
And Susie. But it's great.
Okay.
I'll be there.
All
I'll
the
help
money
you.
goes to help that community. For
We'll all help each other.
All right, let's
Have a
talk.
hug.
Let's talk to some real talent on the island, Sonny.
Yes, sir.
What are you going to shamelessly promote?
Oh, Trish, shut up. So first of all, right?
You're back in my
hilarious
graces.
I was
today.
talking to Michael.
I know I love her voice. It's beautiful and soothing.
I love her voice.
Okay. Thank you everyone that came to the Ambrosia show and got fisted by me and Chino. That was a good time.
There was a fight that broke out, right?
The show was
Comedy
called
double
Double
fisting.
because there's two.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
We fisted them.
There are children watching this show, you know.
Why?
Yeah.
Where are their parents?
Right. Oh, we
Why
have
are they on the internet?
our buddy Steven Glombos.
You have a buddy?
I have like 3 friends. I know.
Really?
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
We're doing a benefit show for him at the just
I'll
the
go.
warehouse.
I'll go.
Oh, I
in
saw
more.
that. Yeah.
All right, but come check that out. Chino will talk about it in a minute. It's gonna be fantastic.
You see how he did that?
So good.
He deferred. Okay, Kimo. Let's see. You're everywhere on the island performing all the time, and
Is this true?
And
No, I perform at the same place but a lot, which is sort of like that when I'm not
at all.
gallivanting off to the mainland.
Right.
So I'm at Rita's Bar and Grill at 1945 South Kihei Road on Mondays from 4 to 6, Wednesdays from 8 to 10, and Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 4:30 to 6:30, playing my music and playing lots of other people's music too. I don't want you to think it's just me playing my lousy songs, you know. A lot of Dylan, Johnny Cash, that sort of stuff.
They can't hold a candle to
Now
you.
you love Johnny Cash, Trish. Is that
I
right?
love Johnny.
I did a show the other day that it was Johnny Cash's birthday, and I did nothing but Johnny Cash songs
Wow.
for 2 hours, and it was fantastic. And
Yeah,
it's just,
I'm sure it was.
because he is such a good, interpreter of other people's songs,
Yeah.
And I realized how many of the songs I sing, people are like, "Oh, that's a Gordon Lightfoot song," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, but I do the Johnny Cash version," So,
Oh, yeah.
it really sort of drove home to me that if there were no Johnny Cash, there'd be no Kimo.
Okay. What else are you doing? What else are you doing? You just got back yesterday from New York City.
Correct. I had a work trip, which was about 30% work and about 70% fun.
Yeah.
Saw 3 Broadway shows.
I saw that. Were they as good as you said they were?
The best show I saw was a show called Hamilton about the founding father.
Yeah.
Written by Manuel Lin Miranda, and it's fantastic. Everyone in the cast is a person of color except the guy who plays King George III. So he's from Puerto Rico. Everybody is either African American or Dominican or Puerto Rican, playing all of these white founding fathers and founding mothers, and it is in the hip hop vernacular.
Oh, really?
Would you call it a hip opera?
I almost did. I think someone else.
Someone used that before.
Good word.
Sounds like
Anyway, it is 2.5 hours of absolutely
Trapped in the Closet
fantastic.
1-2-12.
Yeah.
It is the best
You loved
musical
it.
I've seen in years, if
Yeah.
not the best musical I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's off Broadway right now. It is moving to Broadway in July, and it's going to win every Tony it can win because it is
Cool. That's
it is
great.
fantastic. So that's what I've been up to.
All right. Did you do any writing? Didn't you have to write some articles?
I did some research. I have an article due on Friday
that you haven't written yet.
That
Yeah.
I wrote some of.
Yeah.
I did some
It'll
work.
get done.
Deadlines are really great for me because I never miss them, but I work right
up to it.
them.
Yeah, well, like most of us, crisis is the only thing that motivates most of us.
Procrastination's an art.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was very, very good. I've said this before, and I don't really like most people. I love all people, but I don't really like most people. That's a guy you can like.
Yeah.
Kimo is a real, true, likable guy. He says he has no friends, but I'll tell you what.
You're making me blush.
I know. That's
part of his charm.
Yeah, he is really likable. All right, let's go over to Trish.
The dish.
The dish, who you always tell her to shut up. Well, now we're going to let her talk.
Once.
You've said it many
I
times.
know, it's hilarious
Sonny,
though.
But now it's your thing.
I want to choke him, but I also like to give him a hug. It's brotherly love.
Yeah.
You like to give him a hug?
I love him,
choking
but
hug.
A choking.
Oh,
A hug with their hands around
like
his neck.
Bart Simpson, right?
Pauline would agree.
Yeah.
Just until he passes out, though.
But then I want him to wake up again because I think he's funny. And
Sure, and then you
He
do it
is funny.
again, and he passes out.
Well, go ahead and shamelessly self-promote.
I'll be talking about a band that I help. They're called the Free Radicals Project. In April.
They're fantastic.
They're a great band. They're heading to Seattle here next week. They're going to record at Bear Creek Studio, which is in Seattle. Bands like Soundgarden and stuff are recorded there, and they'll actually be doing a new album, and they're going to record it in analog.
Oh,
so,
really?
You'll have that nice crisp live sound,
Oh, yeah.
like great for vinyl. And they're a really tight unit, and so Rama, James Bowersox, John Michael, and then Mishka, who does a few songs with them. So they have Mishka going with them to Seattle too. And they'll also be playing in Vancouver at the 420 Festival.
Has there ever been a band you didn't like?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh. Yes.
Oh yeah. You want to name them right now?
No.
No?
I'm more of a positive
I'm
journalist.
in the room. Can't really say anything.
No. I'm more
You're
of
very
a
positive.
journalist.
Very
Can I just say Johnny Cash is super overrated? Like,
Oh my God.
extremely.
Don't
This
take
is
the
my
bait.
segment.
Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait.
Don't take it.
the bait.
He's,
Don't take the bait.
he's setting it up, man.
Joaquin Phoenix is better than he ever was.
It's Johnny Cash himself.
Eat 'em up.
Hey, come on. Michael McCartney just walked in. Nobody noticed.
And so check them
You
out.
know, I don't know if anybody noticed, but he immediately came in and started eating back there. Did you see that?
The cookie.
Immediately.
I brought my white wine.
That's why I took that big cookie off the table, because he was heading this way. And man, that's going to be gone.
Did you bring any extras because he's a chocolate freako?
I had to.
Oh, you had to.
Yeah, and he was
Our bacon, man.
He was looking at this other one. I had to grab it.
That's right. Okay, so
I
got one squirreled away there.
Yeah, it's right behind me. I was watching.
Fantastic.
so let's not be done with Trish too soon. Do you have anything else happening in your life?
Just stay tuned to the weeklydishradio.com. Some cool things are happening.
Did you
Follow
know
me
you're on
Facebook.
Tub Radio? I don't know.
I am. I'm really stoked. And thank you guys so much for supporting me since 2010.
No, thank me. Thank me. Yeah.
Mary John for everything.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know who I would
You know,
be
actually
without
on
you.
her show several times, she's mentioned our names.
I do.
Yeah, and it always catches me off guard. I go, like, I'm a nobody. You know, but you say,
I
oh,
love
no,
you
Larry
guys. You're awesome.
John.
You let
So,
me
yeah.
talk about great things in the
Yeah.
so I'm stoked.
Well,
Thank
okay.
you. And I'm stoked to go to comedy tonight. 'cause
But you know, Trish is another one of those people that you can't help, no matter what. You can't help but love her and like her. Yeah.
Thanks. I
No
think
matter
that's a
what.
compliment.
No, it is a compliment.
Of course, we don't live with her.
I don't give many compliments.
And he still loves me.
Yeah, oh, well, that's true. That's a good all right.
I just feed him cookies.
And
that she gets.
before we come back to Michael McCartney, let's go to you, Chino. What's happening in your life?
So April 24th, we're having a big fundraiser show, as my friend Snipe was just saying earlier. My good friend Stephen Galambos, who is our
that's
Maui's
going
good
to
friend.
take it from me here. Jeez.
Dude, shut up.
Sonny, get your panties unwinded.
My friend Stephen Galambos is
I want to see that.
is gonna die at this rate of you guys all talking over me. I'm joking.
Isn't it lovely? Now you know how
Appreciate
I
that joke. You would love that. All right. So my friend Steven is the forerunner in this new counterculture of the drift trike community. What drift trikes are is they're three-wheeled bikes that go downhill that have PVC coverings over the wheels, and they slide out the back ends going down the hill. It's like the new craze. You know,
Like the big wheels.
Yeah, exactly. Except for they've been modified to be for big people, to slide down hills and drift around corners.
Cool.
And it's really exhisiting. It's a lot of fun. I do it all the time.
What else? What else?
But he built.
You're gonna continue.
Builds some. Anyways, he's a good friend. He builds.
So sidetracked.
Yeah, it's a long story. Shut up. But him laughing and talking, it's making it even longer.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave Sonny.
Just say, shut up, Sonny.
Shut up, Sonny.
Yeah, okay.
So,
This is our time.
so he's been my friend since high school. He just recently got sponsored by a mainline company for drifting, and also he has a tumor on his liver that he needs to get removed. It's benign, so it's not life or death at the moment, but it is growing and it's kind of causing discomfort. And really limiting his abilities. So we're doing a fundraiser show.
Good for you.
To make some money for him, and we're going to allow people to buy slightly past date vegetables at the show and throw them at the comedians.
Boy, that's
Throw them at the
comedians.
Is that like Gallagher?
Ticket price plus buying vegetables allows you a chance to throw tomatoes at Sunny, which I'm going to do anyway.
And save a kid's life.
Yes.
Yeah.
But more importantly, it's going to be for a great cause. This will be a great time. So come check it out. It's April 24th. And it's at the warehouse that's right next to the Jack in the Box. Barbecue, that warehouse that
Lower
they've been running for
I didn't
parties,
realize that was a venue. So that's
they're starting to do new things with it.
Oh,
I
good.
know they're working with the Maui Roller Girls and possibly.
It was on the down low, but now would like.
I saw that you were going to the Maui Roller Girls. Did you ever end up going?
I went to one. Yeah, that was.
We just went to one too. It's fantastic.
Did you try out?
No. It was man. They throw each other down. They are
No,
not
that's
messing
ugly.
around.
It's ugly. I love it.
I loved it. Yeah, it was.
Just makes me happy
And
inside.
I get to do commentary every time. It's awesome.
You are so good too.
I'm not brave enough.
All right, Michael McCartney, you have anything you want to shamelessly promote?
Well, I'll be on the air on Coney eating these Maui cookie.
Tomorrow morning.
That'll be your whole
I'll be
show.
doing that between because it's
A lot of
took me a half hour
crunching.
just to eat one of those bacon ones.
A lot of wrinkling the
Crunching and wrinkling.
I'll
Yeah.
be doing this for
How long
6
does
hours.
the second one take?
Now I'll save the second one for the other station, my 100.7 FM.
Culture.
So you
Of
can
course,
hear me every day making noise.
Michael McCartney on every radio station, almost every radio station
7 now?
But
on the island.
yeah, I helped a friend put together not one but two but three. A 3-volume set on the history of power pop.
Oh my
His
God!
name is Ken Sharp. You can check the orders. This book's already sold out. This is volume 1.
Wow!
And Pete Townsend is on the
That's on the
cover there.
cover.
Because
Yeah.
Pete Townsend
Awesome.
is the artist who is basically given credit for creating the term power pop. And for those of you who don't know, power pop is kind of the melodic rock sounds of the Beatles and Beach Boys with the power pop chords, or power chords, should I say, of the
The
Who.
Kinks.
Yeah.
The Kinks, and so this
Raspberry.
pretty cool stuff.
Awesome.
So volume 2 is available
What?
for order now. Go to ken-sharp.net. It's going to be available throughout the month of April, and then they're gone.
Wow.
There may be
Love
a
it.
second printing of this book in a few weeks. You can check the website, but
This is right up my alley.
they're already on eBay.
When I
selling
first-
for
when-
astronomical amounts, but it was a lot of fun putting this book together.
Yay!
When I first came to the island, I was listening to Michael McCartney. I didn't know him at the time, and I listened to him on the radio. And the first time I met him, I says, I can't believe I said,
It's an episode of Hee Haw.
I said, I really love your show. You're very, very talented. But what is the crap you play there, that music? And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, nobody knows what those songs are. You actually said that too, remember?
I didn't know what it was.
I know, we had no idea. And he explained to me, but he didn't use the word power pop. Well, it's happy music. I said, happy music.
No, you said happy music. That's how you describe it.
It was so much like
Can
me
you
to
give me
say
an
something
example
like
of a band that
But-
they didn't know? I mean,
He didn't know Badfinger.
I didn't know
He didn't know
Badfinger.
I didn't know Raspberries.
I know all
Big
those.
Star.
Yeah.
But you play.
Bangles, the Go-Go's, Rick Springfield,
Well,
Todd Rundgren.
yeah, but you play a lot of other stuff on Mana'o.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
We'd like to thank Marty for that one.
Hey, Marty, pick yourself up and off the floor and let's get back to your camera. All right. All right. Look at
Have some
How
more
much is
water.
in that
Carl's
bacon?
shooting you right now.
Have some more
It's a
milk
cookie
there.
coma.
All right. Well, thank you very much, all of you, for shamelessly self-promoting.
You're welcome.
We
Thank you.
We are going to.
Is there any way we can hear about Chino's tour?
Oh, that's right. Tell us about your tour.
I'm going to be leaving the island for a good chunk of time coming up pretty soon.
What's a chunk of time?
A chunk of time is an amount that I haven't exactly put.
So you can't
number on.
define chunk.
Yeah, it's an extended tour. Not exactly sure how long. I'm spending the first month in Oregon and Washington, and then 2, 3, maybe more months in Los Angeles as well. So,
Well, does Trish know this? Is this first time?
no, this is
She
the
knows
first she's
now.
thinking of it right now. Actually, I've been hoping that she'd be really cool, just because there's a bunch of people in the room. I really hope she's make a scene.
Yeah.
So,
She's starting to fume right now.
I think the bacon cookies really help. Thank you, Mitzi. Thank you, Mitzi.
Glad it helped.
But no, yeah, big tour coming up pretty soon, so I'm really excited.
That's excellent.
Got some wonderful opportunities from the Maui Comedy Festival. Thanks a lot to Paul and Kaki for everything they did for me to make all those connections. So,
That's cool, though. That's really
the Chamberlains have
yeah,
done
proud of
amazing
you.
things for my comedy too. So,
Are you going to be calling us?
never,
Yeah.
never.
Yeah, can you Skype in?
I'm gonna forget all of you.
Remember when you?
As a matter of
Best moment
fact,
of
the
the
next
show.
time I expect to talk to you is when you guys are asking me for money.
By the way, $20.
I'm gonna be like, hey, get me home to Maui. I'm broke and cold.
You can call on us.
They have things called homeless people, and they have knives here.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. You notice he couldn't say that without putting a phone up to his.
Well, I mean, it's a cell
finger.
phone.
I know. Okay, I could tell that.
And
It's a
they're
flip
still
phone, too.
using the old phones.
Yeah.
Have you noticed they're still using the old phones?
It's actually a razor.
All right, Mitzi, you don't know this, but we enjoy immensely playing games on the tub.
Larry does.
I could pay
Psychological games.
Okay, so I enjoy the games we play on the
Stockholm
tub. And I sent you a.
Sorry. Chino made it funny.
That was a good one.
Chino?
Yeah.
Okay, so I sent you an email, and I told you we're going to play To Tell the Truth.
Yeah.
Now, how many people were alive when this show was originally on the air? Just Bill and I, right?
Well,
Yeah,
it
pretty
was
good.
on through the 50s,
Oh,
60s,
and Marty,
and 70s.
Marty was, and of course, Carl, you were. Of
course,
and,
Carl was.
I've certainly seen it.
You watched all of these shows. And
Not
you,
from the very beginning, but
No, but
I'm the Ralph Bellamy
He has them on
in the
Blu-ray.
room for.
That's right.
I was a part of it.
And Kimo, you said that you've seen later on. You saw these shows, right?
Yes,
Now-
both the originals, but they also did a remake of it at a certain
Oh, I
point.
didn't
Did
know
they
that.
not?
Yeah, they did like 4 different times. It's been on every
Wow.
network.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mark
we're
did
not
the
going to do
Bill
it like
Dunn
that because if you remember what they do is they have 3 people come in and they say, "I'm Larry John." No, I'm Larry John, and I'm Larry John, and then you tell stories. They question you, and then you find out who the real Larry John is. Unfortunately, you know who I am. So I mean, if we played that game, it's like, who is Chino? Who is Kimo? I mean, yeah. So we can't do it that way. However, being the creative genius that I am, I have come up with a new way to play this game. Stop it, Sonny. That was a bad face you made.
Broke the fourth wall. I was like, what?
So anyway,
Broke Larry's heart.
Deadpool right now.
so here's how we're going to do this. We're going to have 2 people, and I'll name who the 2 people are. Come up here, not come up here. Leave here. Go back that way. Michael, show him to the bedroom back. One of you, you're going to decide real fast. You're going to take somebody to the bedroom. So you're going to decide real fast.
Can I
Wait, is
volunteer to
this
go
the
to
same thing
bedroom?
we filmed there? The
Hey,
green
what kind of
screen
game
thing?
is
Take my
this?
shirt off and stuff.
You took your shirt off too?
So you'll go in and you'll decide who's going to tell the truth, and then the other guy's not going to tell the truth, right? Then I'll bring you back out here, and you're going to tell a story on these questions that Michael has written.
Can I tell you the truth? Another one.
One of you will tell the truth. The other one won't. And then at the end, you both tell stories as if they were really true. One will be true, one won't be true. But we have to decide who's telling the truth and who's not. See how easy that is? That's easy for you guys who are actors and stuff. All right. So does anybody have any questions? Because usually when I explain these, you all have questions, but only after we start. Okay. What is your question?
I was just joking.
No, you were not joking. I've played games with you before. All right.
Can you
So
explain it
I
again?
make games.
Can there
sir.
be volunteers to go to the bedroom?
Is there a bottle in the bedroom? Is he supposed to spin it?
Can I have a
Is there a closet? Spend 7 minutes in?
all right.
stick in the closet?
So we're going to get our partners. You guys are partners. You guys are partners.
Yeah.
You guys are partners, and you guys are partners. All right, everybody's got it, right? And I've got some questions here that Michael has written. And which one of the partnerships wants to start? Because
We'll go
remember,
first.
you
Yeah,
have
we're the best.
you can't just give an answer. You have to tell a story.
Look, their hands are exactly the same. They go first.
Go for it. Get out of here,
Yeah,
both
that's
of
the
you.
question.
We're gonna go make out. That's the question.
Wait a minute. I'm going to tell you the question. All right. First question for you guys is the worst thing you ever did that you got in trouble for or had bad consequences, and that's it. You know, the place, the circumstance, the details, the moral issue, whatever it be. Okay, go back there. All right. So remember, this has to be in story form, not one answers. And let's start with Sonny. What is the worst thing you ever did that you got in trouble for and had bad consequences, places, circumstances, details?
I shoved a girl down a flight of stairs when I was in elementary school.
Whoa! You shoved her down the
She called
stairs.
me a word that you don't call someone.
What was that word?
We're not on the costume.
No, come on.
We're not on the. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
It
Don't.
sounds like maggot.
Oh, that word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And so you just got mad and pushed her down the
Well,
stairs.
no, she was like one of those girls. You know, women get away with like hitting men a lot at that age.
A
and
lot.
it's just cool.
That age.
It's fun. And I'm like, and one day I'm like, my dad was like, you just stand up for yourself. And I'm like, yeah.
How old was this woman?
She's
18.
She's like a year older than me. So it was like she was like 11. She was like 10. I was like 9. But back then, the size difference is like we're all like 3,
big
2,
time,
and
big
all
time.
women are like Amazons.
All right.
It's
Were you
really
acting
Very
like
good.
a maggot
We
though?
understand it.
Those 11-year-old women.
You're
I had like a Pokemon backpack, you know, and then I just
Okay, that's a good story. Kimo, tell us the same thing.
me. Oh, I got suspended for like 2 weeks.
What happened to her?
You know, we've heard enough of you.
Walks.
So this is also when I was young. I think even younger. I was like, we'll say 7.
Okay.
And I had a best friend who lived down the street, and the best friend, this wasn't his parent, but he knew a guy who ran a sculpture studio, and he made like, you know, mugs and dishes and plates and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And he let us come over and watch him work, which I thought was very cool. And we were running around. And he's always saying, "Don't run around." And my arm catches the thing, and all of the stuff that he had made that day goes crashing down on the floor. And he comes in, he's like, "Who did that?" And my friend says, "Well, I didn't do it." And I'm like, "Well, I didn't do it. It must have just happened." You know, and long story short, I mean, I'm grounded. The kid's not alive. My friend's parents said he couldn't be friends with me anymore.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it was
terrible.
Colossal.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
I lost a friend because I lost.
All right, voting. Now everybody can participate. You can't participate because you know the answer. Who's telling the truth?
Both of them.
Yeah,
I totally believe Sonny. I didn't believe Kimo until the very end.
Yeah.
Only because that happened to me too.
Oh.
I believed him. His whole tone
Trish,
changed.
who's telling the truth?
I think Sonny's lying.
Okay.
Kimo's telling the truth.
So you're going for Kimo also?
I'm going
then?
for the underdog.
All right. And Bill, who do you think is telling the truth?
Both of them.
You can't do both of them.
But they
They
sound
seem like
so,
rule breakers.
Bill,
they sound so plausible.
Bill, that's not the way the game is played. Who's telling the truth? I told you I'd have trouble with Bill. Did I not
Yeah,
say
you
that?
did. The first thing you said to me was,
when I was out of the room. Oh, there's silence. Oh, dead air. Do something.
Yes. Say who's telling the truth, Bill.
Okay. Well, I'll say Sonny.
Yeah.
Okay. And JoJo, who do you think's telling the truth?
I'll say Sonny.
You're going to say Sonny? I vote Sonny. Michael, you vote who?
Oh, I would say Kimo.
Really? All right.
The girl.
So,
What
What about Mitzi?
Mitzi. Oh, you can play. Yeah, you're part of us. Okay.
Forgot she was
Okay.
here.
Which one?
Kimo, I think, is telling the truth.
Kimo is? All right. Who's telling the truth? Ah!
The girl's intuition.
I'm a school counselor.
I swear, Sonny, you had me, man.
I did
just-
spit in a girl's face. That happened. That did happen.
but you didn't bring that up. All right.
That's what sucked
You
me
can't
in.
hit him. That's like rule number 1.
I thought they asked you to use
All right.
the story.
Trish and Chino, go out and decide who's going to tell the truth. All right.
Wait, what's our question?
Oh, yeah, I better tell you. Tell us why you came to Maui. What were you leaving behind, running away from? Now, this is too easy.
No, let's not do this. Is stupid.
Yeah. Do you really want to know, Larry? Because once you know, I'm going to have to kill you.
Yeah, we already did.
All right,
Here's another one.
here's a good one. No. Your first job, anything like that. Why you're in Maui? All right, why you're in Maui, or your first job.
Abby doesn't live here anymore.
Wait a minute.
Just
So
go
which one
out.
is it?
Just go out.
job.
So it's the first job you have, and then you explain about it, what you did, and this sort of thing, and go for it. Details are important. All right, let's start with Trish.
My first job was with my grandma, Smith. She actually owned some blackberry farm, a small blackberry farm.
Yeah.
And we used to sell the jam outside, actually. And then I made a
The
little bit of
blackberry
money because
jam.
we started to kind of market it, me and my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was
That
your
was our
first
first
job. How old were
That
you?
and babysitting, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that was the actual time where I actually got money for the first time. Where I was like, I gave someone something and they gave me money, and I was
Wow.
like, yeah,
Yeah, baby.
So I was pushing my grandma's jam.
Okay.
That was my first job before in babysitting.
Chino, you're fun to watch, but you're disturbing her story. So, all
Me
right.
and Sonny were having a silent
Okay,
conversation.
so
You weren't
your
supposed to
first.
watch that.
Tell us about your first job.
So actually, my first job was a little traumatizing.
Really?
Yeah, my uncle down in Texas
Needed the money.
Yeah. My uncle from Texas, he works on the rail system, but at home he's also a fur trapper.
Oh, really?
He traps for fur in his local wood area.
Yeah.
And he
Shaved you?
No, he wanted to teach me the craft because I was living with him for 6 months out in Texas.
Yeah. Oh,
and
cool.
it was probably one of the most disturbing jobs I've ever had to do.
Yeah. That sounds ugly. Yeah. All right, let's vote. Bill, who's telling the truth?
I think Chino.
Okay, JoJo.
Trish.
Sonny?
Trish is. I know what her first job was.
Really? You knew?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, now you run the game for everyone else.
He's a liar.
I'm a liar.
I'm going with Chino.
Okay.
Do you know, Sonny?
Kimo.
Chino.
Chino is telling the truth. Okay. McCartney, who do you think is telling the truth?
You know, she looked me directly in the eye. She looked her in the eye. She looked you in the eye. So if she's lying, I'm going to be upset.
Oh.
But I'm going to go with Chino.
And you're going with whom?
Trish the dish.
Trish the dish. Okay. So of the two of you,
Michael.
who told? Oh, Michael. Michael, what?
Trish is telling the truth.
Trish is telling. See, I thought Trish was telling the truth. I don't believe anything
However,
he says.
her
So.
eyes did look up.
They did.
Yeah.
You know how you can tell when somebody goes like this? I'm creating something here. Okay, so which one of you is telling the truth?
I am.
Ah,
I just thought of it.
My first job was on a fishing boat, which was equally disgusting.
all right, very good. Let's have Bill and JoJo leave the room.
Yeah, we got
And here's your question. Here's your question. Tell us your first breakup with a girlfriend or boyfriend. Did you break it off or did they? And where did it happen? Did you stay friends? And were you happy or sad? All right. Did you
Why
cry?
did you word that question like a preteen?
Yeah, like,
That sounds
how
like
did
a
you feel?
questionnaire on like a tiger beat.
Maybe or not, kind of.
Kind of maybe.
Scholastic
Did you
books.
break it off or did he?
Did he or kind of not?
Could happen. All right, Bill, tell us your situation concerning your first breakup with a girlfriend. Did you break it off? Did they break it up? What happened? Were you sad? Did you stay friends? Go.
Well, this was some time ago.
Oh yeah.
Well, you got a 70th birthday coming along, so I assume.
It was about a month and a half ago.
Last week.
Truman was just president.
All right.
I had to go to jail, and I spent.
Wow.
Yeah,
After the
this
date?
was in San Francisco.
That's the way she married.
I was.
She please.
No, really. You had a girlfriend. This is about the girl. You
I
went
was
to,
living in Berkeley at the time.
You're Scorpio, not the black guy.
And I got busted,
Yeah.
and had to go to jail. I had to go to jail in San Francisco and commute
Oh,
back
my
and
God.
forth
Better on
because I
Craigslist.
was working in a print shop at
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
And so while I'm in jail, my
Seem better.
wife
yeah.
got involved with another man.
Smart.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Smart.
And so I come back, and it's
And you have no wife.
and she's pregnant.
Oh my God.
And it was
Wait, girlfriend now.
it was
This
horrible.
is the plot from Born in East LA. You can't fool me. You can't
I'm not buying any of this, but keep on going.
All right.
Hell no.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. We totally get the idea. JoJo, tell us
I believe JoJo.
the answers.
JoJo's telling the truth. What was the question again?
An early breakup.
Your
With
first
a man
breakup
or a
with a
woman.
man or a woman, and was it sad? Did you stay friends?
It was sad for me when I was with my story.
Bill, you're done now. You know.
But you didn't ask about the sadness.
No, you're right.
It was very sad.
There wasn't even an end to that story.
So go, JoJo. You've got some time here.
This is about 7 years ago. I was madly in love with this girl, and you guys
Madly or manly in love?
Manhandle. No, anyways, couples sometimes they join bank accounts or so you have trust.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I gave her we made the same bank account.
First
Oh
mistake.
no,
And then,
same bank account?
Next thing I know, she drains my account and then I'm penniless.
I'll find her.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
and then
terrible.
I just called it off.
She's in Spain.
Of course you
First of all,
did.
my
Bank.
All
Bank
right,
that says no.
who's telling the truth, Bill or
JoJo.
JoJo? Wait a minute, Sonny, who?
What do you, Joe? Why did you? Yeah,
Joe.
We don't have to do this.
Yes, we do.
I'm gonna say Bill.
Kimo.
'cause I love that movie.
Joe. All right.
She was
All right.
gonna say Bill.
Mitzi, who's telling the truth?
My sympathy vote is Bill.
Okay, and McCartney.
Joe.
Joe. Trish, Joe.
I'm gonna say Bill.
Bill. All right.
Yeah.
So, Michael, who do you vote for? Joe. Not knowing, I really do not know this. I'm going to say Bill. All right. So here we go. Which one of you is telling the truth? Raise the roof.
Your life is crazy.
But you didn't finish telling the story about the pregnancy.
Oh, well.
See,
that
I would have
started-
believed you if you told more, but you just stopped.
That actually started
Who
before.
cares? All right, here we go. All right, and then now you two, would you please leave the room? The question is going to be, tell us about your favorite family home. How long did you live there? What's some of the happy memories you remember? Did you have any friends in the neighborhood? What are their names?
This is a lot of questions.
The color of the house. Well, I'm just feeding them.
Get going.
And I know we're trying. Hurry! All right, we're going to start. We're going to start with Mitzi. We're going to start with you. Would you tell your story about this? All right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tell us where your family home was. How long
My
were you
family
there?
home
Okay.
was in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, which is now famous for Dollywood. But
Oh, yeah, sure.
she did not have the amusement park back then,
Right.
and it's so much fun. Probably explains my hokey packaging. It's all girly.
Did you
and
have
pink.
friends in the neighborhood?
Not a whole lot.
Did you remember anybody's name?
Yeah, Billy Joe, Jim Bob, and and about 4 more. I think they're all related.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was really fun. It was great. Everybody's very southern and nice back there.
All right, very good. All right, and McCartney, do it.
Well, as you know, I've talked about it before. I was raised as a Buddhist at the Jodo Mission in Lahaina.
Right.
So I enjoyed hanging out with all my friends like Chocho Lips and Dobo Dobo.
Really, that was their name.
Go up and down. Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
Would steal the fruit and the candy that was left on the headstones
No,
at
you
the cemetery.
didn't. Oh my gosh.
Got busted for that, but
Yeah.
of course the elders are like, we did that too when we were kids. No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, of course they did. Yeah. So that's your whole story. Did you have any friends when you were growing up that did that with you? Or?
Oh yeah, Dobo Dobo and Chocho Lips.
Those were the
and,
friends.
And my friend Mandy, who lived on this side of my house, and my friend Melissa, who lived on the other side.
All right. Very, very good. All right. How many people say McCartney is telling the truth?
I do.
No, you can raise your hand. McCartney.
I'm going to go with McCartney because
Okay.
I like him a lot.
How many
I
are
think
going?
McCartney's still the truth.
You think McCartney? McCartney?
No.
You're going for Mitzi.
Mitzi, I'm going for
I'm
Mitzi.
going for Mitzi too.
I'm going for McCartney. Just 'cause I
McCartney's a
like
good liar. That's the problem. All right. And Michael, who are you going for?
McCartney.
McCartney. Wow, really? Which one of you is telling the truth?
I was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because I always tell
How
the
can
truth.
you lie?
Dollywood is my favorite vacation spot. So I know all about it.
That's hilarious. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that kind of does it for the tub.
That was fun today.
What's that?
It's going to be our best show.
That was fun.
Right, Sonny?
Great.
Best
no
show
Beatrice.
ever.
Like I said,
I'll be back tomorrow.
the prophecy's coming true. It's all about foreshadowing.
Thank you for watching. You have watched Maui's Hot Talk TV, The Tub.
You've been tubbed.
Rubber dub dub.
Thank you, Maui Cookie Lady.
So